The Great Panda Tale, written by Laura Buller. Roar! Do you love learning about and meeting animals? I am Louise, and since I was a little girl, the zoo has been my favorite place. It is so exciting to see the animals up close and for real. I love to watch them move and play, and to hear them hoot, growl, and roar. This year, I did the coolest thing ever. I joined the zoo crew. We are kids who help zoo visitors have a great day. City Zoo, zoo crew volunteer. Name, Louise. Zoo crew number 00123. The busy ticket booth. Being in the zoo crew is so much fun. Every day is different from the last one. Sometimes we help the zookeepers take care of the animals. On busy days, we work at the ticket booth or the gift shop. We never know what to expect. This summer, something amazing happened. We found out one of our giant pandas was expecting a baby. It was big news for the zoo because no panda cubs had ever been born there. On the day we found out about the baby, I was taking a package to the head panda keeper, Ms. Kelly. I walked past the panda enclosure to the research center. The enclosure is so beautiful. It looks just like the panda's tree-covered home in China. I spotted Gao Yun, the male panda, but Zhen Mei, the female, was nowhere to be seen. Panda habitat. Wild pandas live high up in the mountains of central China. The forests are filled with bamboo plants and trees. I could barely open the doors when I reached the research center. The place was packed with people. I wove through the crowd. Everyone was looking at the big glass window into the lab. Zhen Mei was there with 2 animal doctors. I was looking too and bumped right into Miss Kelly. I asked her to tell me what was going on. She told me. The vets were doing tests on Zhen Mei. They wanted to find out if she was going to have a baby. Birthday dates. A panda mother is pregnant with her baby for 3 to 5 months. Babies are born in late summer or early fall. People were buzzing with excitement. A few minutes later, one vet held her thumbs up behind the window. A huge cheer went up. A new baby panda was on the way. This was fantastic news for the whole zoo. Pandas are endangered animals. There are only a few thousand left in the wild. Zoos help pandas to have babies and research how to protect wild pandas. One of the zookeepers pulling a wagon of bamboo for the pandas. Over the next few months, we took extra care with Zhen Mei. My job was to help provide her main meal, bamboo. A panda chews through a huge pile of bamboo every day. Pandas need to eat lots of bamboo to keep healthy. The zookeepers kept a close eye on how much Zhen Mei was eating. They wanted to make sure her baby was healthy and growing. One vet did some tests on her poop. I wouldn't like to have that job. Zhen Mei needed more time away from the visitors, so they built her a den. Around July, we noticed that Zhenmei was eating less bamboo. She seemed to want to be alone in the den almost all the time. Was it time for the baby to be born? The vets gave her lots of different tests. They used an ultrasound machine to see the baby inside her. Afterward, Miss Kelly told me that Zhenmei's cubs looked strong and healthy. Cubs? I couldn't believe it. Our panda mom was going to have twins. First baby picture. An ultrasound is a special picture of a baby while still inside its mother. 10:01 a.m., 12:14 p.m. Over the next week, Zhenmei seemed to spend almost all her time in her den. The zoo team watched her on the Panda cam as she snoozed most of the day. The vets thought this was a sign the twins were ready to be born. One morning, the zookeepers heard a strange noise from the panda enclosure. They checked Zhenmei. They found her with her new cubs. The tiny babies were crying for milk. Soon, the news spread through the zoo. The babies were here. A boy and a girl. 3:08 p.m. 4:20 p.m. Tiny babies. At birth, a panda weighs only 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. No other mammal has babies so much smaller than the adult. The panda cubs were tiny enough to cup in your hands. They were 1,000 times smaller than their mother. They were pink and wrinkly, with a few patches of white hair on their bodies. Every couple of hours, they cried to be fed. The cubs' eyes were squeezed shut. They spent most of their time sleeping and feeding. This was just like me when I was a newborn. Zhenmei hardly ever put the babies down. She cradled them in her big panda paws. She sometimes popped one in her mouth. The zookeepers made sure both babies were getting enough to eat. They had a lot of growing to do. Each cub drank milk from a bottle. You could see a row of tiny white teeth when they opened their hungry mouths. A newborn panda is smaller than the zookeeper's hand. The panda twins were nearly 6 weeks old. I watched them through a glass window in their nursery. They were so cute. Patches of black fur had grown around their eyes, ears, shoulders, and little legs. Their eyes were open now, too. The zoo asked everyone to choose names for the new pandas on its website. People voted for their favorites. I really liked the winning names. Little Cloud for the male and Snowdrop for the female. At 2 months old, the cubs were crawling and would take their first steps soon. Panda names. In Chinese tradition, babies are named after 100 days. Pandas always have Chinese names. Snowdrop is Juehua and Little Cloud is Xiaoyun. Little Cloud and Snowdrop began walking when they were around 4 months old. Little Cloud could even run for a few steps. Snowdrop sometimes climbed on her mother's back for a ride. Both cubs followed their mother everywhere. They copied everything she did, from climbing trees to eating bamboo. Soon, it would be time for visitors to see the panda twins. Coming soon, Baby Pandas, on show in November. Baby viewing hours, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. I remember the day Snowdrop and Little Cloud joined their mother in the enclosure. I went to see how they were doing. First, I spotted Little Cloud. He was playing with some bamboo on the jungle gym. His sister was looking down on him from above. Next, I saw Jeanne. She was keeping an eye on everyone. She wanted to keep her baby safe. Suddenly, she looked right at me and waved. It was the most amazing end to an exciting year. Giant Panda Facts. A newborn panda is pink and tiny. Black patches appear on its skin after a few days. After a month, the baby looks like a mini grown-up panda. At 3 to 4 months, the cub can stand and walk. A panda starts eating bamboo when it is 6 months old. A cub leaves its mom when it is 2 years old. A panda starts having babies between the ages of 4 and 8 years.